Everyone, well, I finished Mammoth 3. So this is the first bag that will actually go on sale at some point. I did this in the blue. I think this is going to be the standard color for the VermiBag Mammoth. You see the two ventilation windows that are on there. They're about 144 square inches each. I have double zipper pulls on the top, just like I had on the prototypes. You'll notice here now that I have two straps in the center, and that was just to, I was a little concerned about the weight. The center straps have to hold about 50% more weight than the corner straps, so that was the only unknown really on this bag. So I just decided to over-engineer it a little bit and take the NASA approach, and I just put two straps there. So now I'm perfectly satisfied that this is going to hold the weight with no issues whatsoever. I also used the heavier duty Polypro straps, so they're weighted about 900 pounds each. Let me flip it over and I'll show you what the harvest panel looks like. Now I figured out how to keep this from clumping on the bottom, so it works out really nice. Now the zipper here along the bottom, you'll see when I mount it, but it comes just perfectly parallel across the side. And I also have these Velcro strips on each side, so you can basically, when you're harvesting it, you just grab the panel, reach it over to the other side, and it'll hold right there, and it'll maintain this area open for while you're doing the harvesting. And then the same way on the other side, you just pull the other one over. You can see the slit for the harvest area is the same as on the prototype bags. Now I did also put two zipper pulls on each side of the harvest panel, so that way you'll be able to open up one side just as far as you want each direction, and then just slowly open the bag. I did shorten the length of the sides by 2 inches, so the bag is now about a depth of 22 inches. Before it was about 24 inches. And I also, this is the material that I'll be using for all the bags, for all the Mammoths. This is a Cordura 1000. I mean, it's super high quality Cordura fabric. There's no way you're going to rip this thing, I mean, unless you have a knife or something to do it. So that's it. I'm going to take it downstairs, mount it on the stand, and show you what it looks like on the stand. Everyone, well, here's the Mammoth 3 in the new stand. As you can tell, the stand's a little bit different. I have 3 legs basically in the center. There's a 2x4 that I'm using for the center leg, and then I placed a 2x2 on each side of it, basically for I could have a space for I could mount the 2 straps, and I'll show you those when we get up on top. But so the changes. The bag now is 22 inches deep. From the very top edge where the screen is to the very bottom of the harvest panel is 22 inches. I figured out how to do the harvest panel and make it just fit perfectly smooth all the way across. So you can see the double zippers over there where they start. It's going to pull from each direction. But the panel goes straight across, nice and even, all the way to the other side. And it's the same concept. You open up one half at a time, and there's Velcro on the bottom, so when you open one side you can clip it over to the other side to keep it out of your way. Okay, so I put the logo right dead center. I think it looks a lot nicer there. And you have your 144 square inches on one side and the other one on the other side. So the prototypes are working perfect with this. I think it's just the right amount of ventilation. And again, it's pretty standard for VermiBags. You have a double pull on the top. So there's a double pull on this side, and then there's a double pull on the other side. So you can open one half or the other half at a time. And the difference here now, to address the concerns I have for the weight, are adding the 2 straps. So rather than having these straps really stressed out a lot, I just decided to add 2 of them. So now it's no different than the weight distribution on a max. It's basically 2 maxes put together anyway. And what I did was use this 3/4 by 3/4 inch square stock. I just placed it on the top, And that's why I use this 2x2 here, is so I can have the space here I can put the strap over the top of it. The corners, I just have that same, it's almost 1-inch stock, but 3/4 by 3/4 hardwood, and same on each of the corners. And again, that one's supported with the 2x2s on each side and the 2x4. What's important is when you make this stand, whatever material you make for this, it has to be very durable, real sturdy material. You don't want that, there's going to be at least 100 pounds of pressure pulling down on that thing. So you don't want to break it. I really think this is going to be a phenomenal system. It's just incredibly large with over 8 square feet of surface area. This thing is going to be able to handle a tremendous amount of worms. It is going to be a very forgiving system too, since there's so much volume that if the worms don't like something in one area of the bag, they have plenty of room to go somewhere else. So that's it. I'm going to take this bag and put it in the studio and take some pictures. And I'll be putting it on my website, and hopefully I'll get some information up there pretty soon on how you can go about doing a pre-order on these. I still want to run the other bags for a while just to test them and just see how they're doing. I'm totally confident now with the additional straps that I'll have no issues at all with this bag. Basically worked out all the major bugs. I'll probably do some small tweaks here and there. I always do. But this is what it's going to look like, and those of you that are interested in doing some pre-sales, I'll have some information coming up on that pretty soon. So, till next time, this is Tom, VermiBag. Ciao.